Welcome to the Alchemy Collective Consciousness Global Meditation. The Alchemy Collective Consciousness is a group of light beings who come across time and space to support a planet and its people at a time of awakening. The Alchemy speak through our channel Anna Larai and have been co-creating with us now for almost 12 years. My name is Paula, and I'm part of your human ground crew who support the Alchemy Collective Consciousness. I would like to introduce the remainder of the ground crew. Anna Larai, our channel, and her husband Christian reside on Vancouver Island in Canada. Sarah La resides in Florida, USA. I reside in Montana, USA, and Maria resides in Colorado, USA. The ground crew all donate our time in divine service to Mother Gaia, but we do have some 3D costs to cover, like our website and more. So any donations you would care to do can be found at thealchemycollective.org, and there is a donate button at the top. Thank you for joining us today. Enjoy our meditation. And I do have one birthday to announce today from our Heart Collective, and that is our beloved Anna Larai. Her birthday is on February 1st, and our hearts all come together and join and wish you a happy, happy birthday. And now it's back to Anna Larai.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you very much. And I just want to announce that yesterday was 12 years since the alchemy came through. 12 years ago on January 27th, 2013. So we've been working together 12 years now. And if you haven't read the story, it's on the alchemycollective.org website under About, and you can read a little bit there, and then you can click and hear what the requirements were and how that all happened. So thank you. All right, so let's get started. And my apologies for having to cancel last week. I was just physically not able. So my apologies. I think in 12 years, I've only ended up actually canceling a few times. So I have a couple of announcements as people are still coming in. So the first announcement, let me just get this up here, is the Alchemy Gatherings. So this year, as we've announced before, there will be 2 gatherings in 2025. And the way we're doing it right now is 1 online and 1 in person. So the online gathering will be Sunday, April 13th to Thursday, April 17th. Okay, and those run around from approximately 8:30 or 9 Pacific to 3:30 in the afternoon. And you have to be with us live. You can't, it's not one you can listen to later because we co-create live together. And we will open up the Sunday for a 1 day only. But so that will be, and then Friday is Good Friday for Easter. And so that is on the schedule, and it should be up on the website pretty soon. And our in-person gathering is already organized. Those of you that are already signed up, please make sure that you have booked your room in Mexico, because we don't book your rooms. You need to call and do a deposit and book your room so you have your space. And that will be Saturday, November 1st is check-in day, and you check out on the morning of Saturday, November 8th. And so the nice thing is, because that's the way the resort does, and it includes your accommodation, you pay separately for the alchemy fee, and then your resort accommodation and all the meals are included, and the food is fantastic. We're right on the beach, at the end of a beach in a little fishing village, and it is really, the energy there is just beautiful. We have been many times, and it's easy to go back, but we go back because we really like it. And it's at a resort called Mar de Jade in a little place called Chacala, and about 90 minutes outside of Puerto Vallarta. So you fly into Puerto Vallarta, and then the shuttle there picks you up. So we have shared rooms there if you want. If you're looking to share with someone, just let us know. And that should work out. So again, we hope you will consider joining us in Mexico in person, because there is no online there. The Wi-Fi isn't stable enough, and when we're doing an in-person gathering, it is too much for me to try and manage all of that. So if you have the opportunity, the in-person gatherings are off the charts amazing, amazing. All right, I just want to say hello to a few people that are joining us. Welcome Anna and Josephine. Welcome Addie and Mary C. Welcome Luz Milla and Joanne. Welcome Adaciel and Kathy and Sarah. So, all right, so that is the first announcement. I'll put that back up again after. And then the last few years, I've been doing a program, well, it's not really a program, an infusion or a download called the Essence of Purity. And it comes from above the dimensions with the family of El helping. And it is 15 days where 6 days a week we do between 10 and 15 minute infusion. And you can do it anytime in the 24 hours because it is recorded. And what it is, for those of you that have done the alchemy, it's the closest thing to blue diamond light. It is an infusion of your original blueprint, okay? And it's individually lined up. It is very powerful. And you get with it, if you don't already have the recording that we did a full moon a while ago, to create a container in our heart to collect the essence of purity and make it stronger. So those of you that are wanting to remember more of who you are and continue your remembrance journey, the essence of purity is really helpful, really helpful. And it builds over time. It's a drop at a time, just drop by drop being added in. All right. And the last thing I want to share with you is that on the 8th of February, I'm doing the first workshop of the year, and they told me in advance what it's about, and it's called Attracting Your Soul Mates. And so it's really about that attraction, not necessarily romantic, but that attraction of people in your soul family, okay, your soul mates. And it will run, and it is all recorded. If you can't be with us live, you'll get the recordings on the same day. So that's Saturday, February 8th from 9 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon Pacific time. And you can find that on my website, sparklesoflove.love. All right, so, oh, and the last announcement I have real quickly is that the last advanced opportunity that we did was on January 16th. And any of you that do healing and energy work, especially those of you that have clients, I would highly recommend the recording. It should be in the shop. If not, then it will be there in a day or so. And it was a new healing technique where the Archangel Raphael brought through healing energies from higher dimensions for us to use. And so it's really profound, and it's really kind of cool. So if you do any healing work, it's kind of the newest thing. All right, so let's get into what the alchemy have for us today. And let's get started by getting connected to the light. And just see, feel, or sense as we bring in that pure source light. And I'm going to ask everyone to consciously connect to their highest self, or if you know what it is, your angelic middle self. And just see or feel as all that connection, that source light comes in. And I'm going to ask you now to see that beautiful golden disc before you. And as you step on it, feel as it brings you up, up, up to the alchemy field. And it's this beautiful field we've been going to for 12 years. Has long grasses and wild flowers and large trees on either side. And if you look down the field, you'll see this beautiful, huge crystal. It's quartz-like in texture and color, and it's the alchemy's home crystal. It's their energetic portal, so to speak. So let me bring through the alchemy, and those of you that have listened to the recording from January 16th know that they changed the energy quite drastically and reset their foundation, the alchemy did, as we move into 2025 and their 12th year working together. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the alchemy, and it is our honor and privilege to continue to co-create with all of you. And in our side of the veil, the time you speak of is but a blink of an eye, so to speak. But we know that in your human time, 12 years is a significant amount of time. And it has been our honor to continue to do this with you and to support you and humanity in the great awakening. And so we ask each of you to come down around the crystal, and we call forth on Analarai, Christian, Karila, and Mother Gaia. And for those new to us, Karila is the being of light who has been birthed already in the etherics and in the human, not in the human physical realm, but in the etheric realm. And she and a council of 12 are the beings that will be replacing Mother Gaia when Mother Gaia moves on to her next assignment, so to speak. And as it is part of the Great Awakening, it will no longer be one being like Gaia who holds the consciousness and supports the consciousness of humanity. It will be a collective. And Karila is the head of that collective, or the spokesperson. And so we call forth on Analarai, Christian Karila, and Mother Gaia to step into the crystal, and all the rest of you are around it. And see or feel now as a rainbow ray or a rainbow ribbon of light comes down from source and connects directly with Analarai and with her heart. And see or feel now as Christian, Karila, and Mother Gaia all receive a ribbon filled with blue, purple, platinum, and green strands of them within that white or sparkling casing. And so these are not braided anymore. In the past year, they were braided. They are no longer braided. They are 4 streams of the colors, all side by each, equally distributed. And see or feel now as Analarai sends to each of you from her heart, from us, a rainbow ray to connect to your heart now. It is the frequency of love and light coming to your heart in the form of this rainbow ribbon. And see or feel now as Christian sends his new ribbon with the 4 colors directly to your heart, and it goes out the back of your heart and wraps around this whole group, connecting once again and creating the group heart, where we work only in group consciousness. And Karila now sends you her new ribbon with the 4 colors streaming, and connects with your heart, as does Mother Gaia. And just feel all this love and light, this energy, this new energy, this new connection. And the energy of discernment continues within this from last year. And these new connections hold the newer frequencies, the energies needed. And if you look behind you, you will see that the configuration supporting the alchemy crystal in each of you has changed. Behind you, the first 11 rows are the angelic ones, the Terra crystal angels, 11 rings around the crystal. After you are the angels. And the 12th ring is a ring of enlightened ones, ones you sometimes call ascended masters. And the next outer ring, the 13th ring, is the ring of mythical creatures or mystical creatures. And ring 14, you don't need to remember the numbers, is the alchemy members and the high council. And if you might remember that in all our previous years it was 2 separate rings, and now they are combined. And the 15th ring is a new layer. And these are geometric shapes of sound, light, and color, what you call sacred geometry. They're sound, light, and color beings. And the outer ring remains the beautiful star sphere beings. And also new is the 11 rings of angels connect to the alchemy crystal, to the heart of Analarai, to the heart of Christian, Karila, and Gaia. And you are in between. You are held in these beautiful energies because they come from behind you to in front of you. And the enlightened ones send a single beam to Analarai, a single beam to Christian, and a single beam of connection to the alchemy crystal. And the mystical or mythical creatures also send single beams of connection to the alchemy crystal, and one each to the heart of Analarai and the heart of Christian. And that ring of alchemy members send their connection to the hearts of Analarai and to the hearts of Christian. And these magnificent sound, light, and color beings send a single beam of connection to the alchemy crystal and a single beam to Karila, none to the human forms. And finally, the star sphere beings send connections to Analarai, to Christian, to Gaia, to Karila, and to the crystal. And you are held in between all of these. You are like a sandwich with the crystal in the center and Analarai, Christian, Karila, and Gaia, and all of these 15 rows of beings of light, sending the love into the center and bathing you with all of these energies. So we ask you to simply receive a few minutes. Just receive all this love, all this frequency and energy. Beautiful. And we remind you in 2025 to continue to call forth on the diamond light twice a day, once at bedtime. And you may do 90 consecutive minutes each session, and never when you are driving. Just feel. And we ask you now, each of you, on your golden discs, to fly or bilocate to a place of nature that begins with the first letter of your first name. First letter of your first name. And you're going to a place of nature in a country with the first letter of your first name. Anna Larai, we always send to the Arctic, and Christian we send to the Antarctic, even though it isn't his first initial. So we ask you to write in, because we try to distribute around the world. We have one already going to Switzerland, to Saudi Arabia, Paraguay, Montenegro, South Africa, Argentina. So any of the C's or the U's, we want to make sure Canada and United States are done, and we want to make sure Russia is done. So we have Argentina, Jordan, Russia is done, beautiful, Fiji Islands, Mexico, Uganda. Uruk, we might change you to USA if we may. Lebanon, the Dominican Republic, Korea, Japan, Germany, Russia, Rashes Par, if you can pick another, Chile, Canada, Mexico, Cambodia, Libya, thank you, Uruk, Malaysia, Scotland, yes, Russia has already been covered, Georgia, Guatemala, Rwanda, beautiful. And anyone listening to this recording, please, we ask you to choose an area that has not been selected already. And as you come down in these beautiful places of nature in these countries, Madagascar, Senegal, we ask you to come down and connect to the unity grid, which is 6 feet or 2 meters below the Earth's surface. The unity grid was formed previously by amalgamating many of the previous grids on planet Earth and upgrading. And this grid is the unity grid, holding unity consciousness and the Christ consciousness energies. And we often come and put more frequencies in here to support the awakening, to support humanity, to support each of you individually. And so imagine you are in this place of nature and your feet touch the ground, and below your knees they grow very long, and your feet now rest on the unity grid. So you are going to a country that begins with the first letter of your last name, and you're going to a place of nature, and you are connecting to the unity grid. You are connecting to the unity grid. You are still connected to the alchemy crystal and all of the beings of light that surround the crystal. Beautiful. So you are going to a place of nature, you are connecting to the unity grid, and Larai is in the Arctic and Christian in the Antarctic. And what we wish to do is begin some infusions or downloads through you into the unity grid. And you always receive first. You always are filled up first. And if you need more, you do not have to give to the grid because you come first. And so we fill you up and the overflow goes in to the grid. And sometimes you will listen to this recording and nothing goes into the grid because you need what we are sending. And other times it will move through you quickly and you will give much to the grid. Do not judge yourself. Simply allow what is best. Simply allow what is best. And so the very first vibration that we begin to download to you directly, and it will come in through your crown chakra and into your heart chakra, through the rays and ribbons, and then travel down your body, through your feet, any excess going into the unity grid is the vibration of peace. That vibration of pure peace. And so receive now and allow yourself to be filled with the vibration of peace. Continue to receive and allow, as it flows through you, the vibrations of peace to flow into the unity grid. And we begin to flow another vibration, including still flowing the peace, but we flow now or infuse the download, the vibration of discernment, the vibration or energy of discernment that allows you to distinguish energies, that allows you to distinguish between and feel or distinguish between truth and untruth. It allows you to discern vibrations and energies. Continue to receive the vibrations of discernment and peace. And as you fill up, allow the excess to flow through your feet into the unity grid. And the vibrations or frequencies of peace and discernment continue to flow to you and through you. And now we are going to add the next vibration. While peace and discernment continue to flow. And this is the vibration or frequency of joy. Vibration or frequency of joy. And we share with you that these energies in the 2025 year and beyond, the energies not of ours, not of the light, as we move into deeper levels of the awakening, there will be more attempts to pull you into polarity, to put you in fear, to prevent unity consciousness, to prevent the awakening. And of course, the awakening will happen. That is a given now. But what happens is the when or the how long is impacted by the amount of polarity, by the division, by the fear. And so the longer you hold the fear, the longer you hold the polarity, the longer it takes for the awakening. And so this year, as you begin, many of you have heard many predictions and stories about what will happen this year. And much of that has put you in fear. Or you have already seen things that make you uncomfortable and fearful. And we are only 28 days into this calendar year. But the opposite is also true. The more you see the love and the joy, the compassion, the more that you will live in all of this. So the more that you can find your own levels of joy and peace in a day-to-day living, in your day-to-day actions, and how you spend your time and your money, the more that that will become stronger for you. And it does not mean you will never feel fear or upset, but it is, we are referring to what is your overriding energetic. You get to choose. Peace is irrelevant. Peace is so important because it is irrelevant to your outside circumstances. Discernment is so important because it helps you begin to move into levels of clarity. And the vibrations of joy, not just happiness, joy, like little children have. Joy is so important because it balances the other fields, the other energetics, but also joy is the natural state, the natural birthright. And the more that you can be in joy and or peace, the less you are in the polarity. And so we invite you, no matter your views, to consciously try to let go of the polarity of us and them, whether it be around political parties, sexual preferences, skin color, language you speak, gender, any of these things, economic wealth or lack of economic wealth, wherever you see polarity and yourself embracing polarity, We invite you to begin to let that go, to move into the unity consciousness, to move into the oneness. And so we bring through you the vibrations of joy, along with peace and discernment, and we ask you to just receive and allow the excess to go through your feet into the unity grid. Continue to feel and receive the vibrations of peace, discernment, and joy. They flow to all parts of your body. And we have, as you are receiving, a small challenge for you this year to try and find within yourself either peace or joy each day. To find some peace or some joy each day. And if you can help others with that, beautiful, but there is no requirement. We just think that if you can focus a little more on the joy and the peace, that it would be greatly beneficial for you as individuals and, of course, for the collective. It is like, well, when we watch Anna Larai, it is like she is so excited about so many things for this year. And it is like watching a little child in a candy shop with her travels and visitors that are coming and things that she is going to do. She is just filled with all of this excitement. And so we ask you to find what is exciting and joyful or peaceful for you. And so slowly and gently, the vibrations of joy, discernment, and peace stop flowing. And we invite you to disconnect your feet from the unity grid and know that any time you can connect to the unity grid and ask for any of these energies. You are not really depleting the grid, it is endless. But should you need any of these frequencies to support you, just connect and ask to receive, whether it be love or peace or discernment, joy, clarity, what the many different frequencies that have been loaded in. And feel now as your golden disc brings you back to the alchemy crystal, and you are still connected with all of these beings of light. The group heart is still flowing. So we want to say once again to you the importance this year of observing the self. And when you step into duality or polarity, to step out. And this year will challenge you this way. There are things happening on your planet that you feel strongly about. But remember that each time and every time that you are in polarity, in duality, you are lowering your vibration. You are not supporting the awakening. And it will happen to all of you, Anna Larai included. Your job is to recognize it quickly and to step out of it. That is your job. Beautiful. So see or feel now as Christian gently dissolves the group heart and Karila and Mother Gaia and gently dissolve their four-colored ray or ribbon. And Anna Larai now gently dissolves and disconnects this rainbow ray. And your golden disc brings you back to your own time and space. And we wish to say, we wish to take a moment of your time and acknowledge Anna Lorian. We know she is always uncomfortable when we do this, but so be it. For it has been 12 years, and that is 12 years of trust, 12 years of commitment. And she donates her time every week, not just this time, but the time that we talk to her of our plans, the organizing of gatherings, the meetings of the ground crew, the preparations. And we are eternally grateful to her for saying yes, to being our channel, to being yes, to being our voice, and continuing this commitment. And at 12 years, we would also like to say thank you to Sarala, to Christian, to Paula, to Maria, our ground crew, to all our Heart Collective members, and to each of you, whether this is your first Alchemy Global Meditation, or maybe it is more than 100 for you. Without each of you, we could not be doing what we are doing. We could not be supporting and making the change. And so our blessings and love to each of you, and to our beloved Anna Larai, a very happy birthday. We are the alchemy. Thanks, everybody. They're correct. I am very uncomfortable when they do this, but they sort of kind of just come through. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a great week. And next Tuesday, we will be at 4 o'clock Pacific. 4 o'clock Pacific next Tuesday. All right. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.